Internal family systems is a brain-based psychotherapeutic approach. It was developed in 1980s by Dr. Richard Schwartz, a psychiatrist from Chicago. Today, it's one of the fastest growing therapeutic approaches in the world, at least in North America. Why I love it is that it has really spiritual foundations. It's founded on the basis that there are no bad parts, that all of us, everything that is inside of us is not bad, that when we dare to go at the very depths of ourselves, that what we'll find is actually love and trust and light. And so this is really the foundation of the model. So the underlying beliefs of the model. Another belief that I really like is that it's founded on this idea that all of us have innate healing intelligence. For example, when we have a cut on the skin, in order to heal it, we bring the skin together and the skin heals itself, right? So by the same way in IFS, when we bring the self, the consciousness or the awareness, the presence, the attention without an agenda to the parts of us that may feel burdened or hurt or sad, then our inner healing intelligence just heals what needs to be healed. We have this clarity of, oh, of course, I know what to do, or it just happens. So the way IFS works is it's founded on this idea that we're all made up of parts. So for example, if I wake up on a Sunday morning and a part of me wants to make pancakes and a part of me wants to have a really strong workout, right? And another part of me wants to just stay in bed and watch shows. So these are like different parts of us that have different agendas and intentions. And there's two main kinds of parts. So there's exiles and protectors. Exiles are often little, like children, who have had in our childhood a difficult experience and are holding some burdens like sadness or fear. And in our system, because it's so smart and it protects us, our system has exiled this part somewhere inside because it's too painful to touch these difficult emotions. And then there's also protectors that come over this part that really protect us from getting in touch with difficult emotions. And protectors can be two kinds. So there can be proactive protectors like managers and reactive protectors like firefighters. Managers are usually those parts of us that it's really important for them how we appear in the world, how we present in the world, and they're trying to, they have plans and strategies on how not to ever get the exiles triggered. So we do all different kinds of things to protect ourselves from this. And these, of course, these behaviors have then ramifications and manifestations in our life. And then firefighters are more reactive. So when we do get triggered, because it does happen, the firefighter just swoops in and is oftentimes something like an addiction or a big reaction, anger. Firefighters just come in and take the fire out of the burning emotion. So this is like the gist of IFS. And another really important part of IFS is the self. What I mentioned before is that how the basis of the model is that when we are in the self and the self gets in touch with these parts, we heal those parts. And the self is like this state of mind that can be characterized by a calmness, curiosity, clarity, compassion, confidence, courage, creativity, and connectedness. When we feel into these qualities, when this is what we're feeling, it's this state of mind that doesn't have an agenda. And a lot of the spiritual traditions, when meditators are meditating, these are some of the qualities. There's a lot of overlap between them. Going to this part and saying, hey, hello, and just saying hello and presenting myself in a way that didn't have an agenda. It wasn't like, I'm going to come and heal you now. Or I'm going to destroy you. I'm going to dissolve you, right? It was more like, hey, it's like, imagine you're in a cafe and you need an iPhone charger, and that the person next to you, a stranger, has an iPhone charger that they're not using. How would you approach them? You would approach them really kindly, right? You'd be like, hey, I have a favor to ask you. You don't know me. You don't have to help me. And you might say no. And I'm open to that. But you still approach without the intention and just than being like, how old are you? Uh, and then if it says like, I'm 3 years old, then you're like, oh my God, you're so big. Wow. Or if it's 14 years old, then you're like, oh, hey, what's up? Like, how's it going? And then approaching it that way, and then just asking it gently if it has something to show you or if it has something to tell you.